You and I need to spend a little quality time together.
Yeah, well, I'm getting real sick and tired of your hands all over.
Well, it's just starting, friend.
Damien, please.
Lucy.
I don't want to
Later. Start now.
Take right now.
Get out of here.
Both of you, it is not the time for the place.
Yeah, well, I disagree about it. There's just some right
Well, finally, we agree on something.
Oh, good.
Stop it. What are you doing this?
Why not? What am I supposed to do?
The secretaries work very hard.
Hi. Well, are you enjoying the show so far? Good. Well, we have a wonderful number coming up. It's from a chorus line, a gaggle of fabulous women to perform it. Ladies, take it, please.
You're spectacle of yourself. That's how we get out in public.
I'm so sick of you injecting yourself in places where you don't belong.
You didn't know this was going to happen. It was all Lucy's doing.
Oh, yeah. When in doubt, blame Lucy. That's a good way to do it. But she didn't make you go to bed with me. For that, I blame you.
As a matter of fact, I've had about as much as I'm going to take.
Good.
Excuse me, that sounds like disaster with my family's name all over it.
Tony, don't!
You get out of my face and you stay out of my face.
Easy, Tony, easy. Not as long as you continue to humiliate your wife in public.
Advertising your smarmy affair in public humiliation enough.
Oh, please.
Hey, cool it, everybody. Just chill.
This benefit is for the good of the hospital, and you have turned it into a circus, and there are people out there wondering what the hell to think.
This is not going to wash. You can't keep making me the enemy here. Not when you make a public spectacle out of you and your lover.
Oh, stop it.
Hey. The fight's over. Go to your corners. Come on, Tony. This is pointless.
You too, champ.
Are you trying to send this whole thing down in flames? Get.
Let's go back to your pregnant wife, Spencer. I don't need a bodyguard.
Don't be so sure.
Well, we're back. What we had was a little trouble with the set. But thanks to those classy chorus girls, they just never stopped kicking. And also thank you to two of the sexiest stagehands I've ever seen. We're back in good repair. A hand. Yay. Okay, now, this is something very, very special that you're going to enjoy. A rendering of a legend by another legend, Dr. Steve Hardy. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey at the bat.
Thank you, Lucy. I haven't done this little ditty for quite a number of years. My college days, actually. I hope you enjoy it. It looked extremely rocky for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 2-4 with but one inning left to play. So when Cooney died at first and Burroughs did the same, a pallor wreathed the features of the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go, leaving there the West, with hope that springs eternal within the human breast. For they thought if only Casey could get a whack at that They'd put up even money now, with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, and likewise so did Blake. And the former was a pudding, and the latter was a fake. So on that stricken multitude, a deathly silence sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and the much despised Blake tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and they saw what had occurred, there was Blake safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from the multitude there came a joyous yell. It rumbled in the mountaintops, it rattled in the dell. It struck upon the hillside and rebounded on the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in that crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. And when the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye. A sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "'Tain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" someone shouted from the stands. "And it's likely they'd have killed him," had not Casey raised his hand with a smile of Christian charity. Great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He made the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew. But Casey still ignored it. The umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud!" cried the angry crowd, and the echo answered, "Fraud." But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lips. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel vengeance his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere. And somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing. And somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Not to worry, folks. Mighty Casey is married to the team owner's daughter. Va-va-voom!